Hi everyone, it's Margarete Miller's challenge again. It's week 15. I'm doing a voiceover for this one because we're actually going away for Easter. So it's something with fins, a person, a triangle, a game piece, a date, and the bonus is a contraption. Don't think I'm going to be using the bonus today because I've got something for everything above. So something with fins, I've got another beautiful fish here. Now, a person, I've got a picture of Walt Disney that I found in an old book. I think it's from 1962. A triangle, I've got this piece here out of my sticker book, my antiquarian sticker book. A game piece, I've got this piece of jigsaw. And a date was also in that book, 1970. So, many moons ago. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to be using the bonus. So happy Easter to you all. We're taking a few days off, so I just thought I'd do this as a voiceover today. All right, let's see what I get up to and have a little bit of a play around with all the pieces. I really love this illustration from the antiquarian sticker book. It actually had a whole load of stickers on the back, but I just used the front piece. I don't think I'll be using the whole piece of paper, but yeah. And then I want to sort of cut the fish. I think I've kind of had a little bit of a think about it. Cut the fish and put that over the top of Walt Disney's face. But I don't think I'm going to do it with the scissors. I think I'm going to need to do it with a cutter because I really don't think I can get the scissors in there. So I'm just going to grab my cutting board and my knife and do it that way, I think, because it will give a better edge, a more accurate edge. So yeah, I'm just going to go all around the fin and do that. And there we go, pretty happy with that. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. So now I'm just going to sort of slot that Newsweek piece just under the fish and have it going, I think I said before, over his face, but I meant over the top of his head. So it sort of sits like that. So I think that will be pretty good. And yeah, that's just what I had in mind when I did it. Now I'm going to do the same kind of thing, I think, for the triangle as well in a minute, because it's way too big to stick on the page with everything else. So that's sitting just how I want it to sit. Now I'm just going to do the same thing with the triangle, because I just moved it around and really couldn't decide how I wanted it to be. So yeah, I'm just going to cut it out a little bit. Cut out half a page because I think I can slot that sort of underneath at the edge, and then just have the triangle coming over the top, but I fiddle around a little bit here. So this is kind of what I had in mind anyway now, to put this sort of under there so that side piece of the triangle is only just sort of sneaking past the edge there. So I'm still using the elements, but yeah, there's no way I could have fitted in the whole page of that antiquarian sticker book. It just would have looked ridiculous. So all right, now to the date. So I think I'm just going to cut it out just around the very edge, and somehow I think stick that up the top so that it sort of ties in all the pieces there. Now I've also got the bottom part of that 1970s part that I already cut out, the big part up the top. So I just thought I'd use the date, the other date as well, just down the bottom somewhere. It's got a little bit of writing on it, I just thought it would add interest. So I just cut that out and I'm just going to stick it down the bottom here somewhere. Alright, now what I'm going to do is try and glue all of this together in certain little places, just so that when I turn it over, I'm going to try and glue it all down as I want it in one piece, if you know what I mean. So I'm just trying to get all the elements together how I want them to be, and then I'm just going to turn it over and glue it all at the same time. Alright, let's make sure the little fish is secure. Just going to add a little bit of glue to him. I want him to sort of be a little bit 3D, so I'm not going to sort of glue him down too tight, but yeah, I just want him to sort of sit on top of the page there. Okay, time to add the other elements now. There's the first big 1970s sign, I suppose you could call it, and then I'm going to add the other one, and then I've still got my game piece, of course, to add as well. Now the game piece, so I just kept moving this around and moving it around, and I just couldn't decide where I wanted it to go. I get pretty annoyed with it, and I think to myself, well, I'm just going to stick it down there while I think about it, and then I decide, have another go, and I still can't decide where on earth this game piece is going to go. All I can say is I'm glad this whole video wasn't live, because I must have spent at least a full 10 minutes moving this stupid game piece around, and it was really frustrating me. And you can see now I finally come up with an idea. I'm going to cut my own game piece, and this is where it all comes together. So thankfully my mind geared back into action and I was able to sort it out. Oh my goodness, do you ever get stuck on a piece like that? Let me know in the comments. Oh, it's so frustrating. Yes, finally it looks like I want it to look. Awesome. Time for some paint splatter at last. So I'm using my favourite paints, Starry Colours. Kutaki, I love these, absolutely love them. I think I'm going to pick that colour there, will match with the Newsweek sign. And let's do some splattering. Just want to cover over Walt's face. I don't think he'd look too good with some paint splatter on him. So I'm just going to cover him over before I get started. I'm actually going to call that done, guys. I've got a big day tomorrow. We're driving down south, further south than what we are. So that's going to be my effort for this week. I'm actually quite happy with it. I really like how the fish looks going over Walt's head and the triangle at the side. I'm happy with how it turned out. So let's recap. We've got something with a fin, and that's my two fish there. We've got a person, we've got good old Walt Disney there in his Newsweek picture. We've got a triangle, which was that piece there. A game piece, oh, this piece, that's the one that gave me so much hassle, but then we cut it out, so that's good. And a date, we've got 1970 there, and also down the bottom, and I didn't use a contraption. So that's that. I hope you all have a lovely Easter. I'm having a few days off, so that's why I filmed this early. Happy, happy, happy Easter. Stay safe, will you please, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Bye.